I'm starting this Friday weekend vlog, 4th of July weekend vlog. And we're going to start off, it's just me and Maddie here at the house, and we're having pancakes for breakfast. I just let out the dogs. And today I'm just going to take you with us as we live our day, our summer days in our life. And we've been enjoying summer since we came back from Florida, and just been, here at the house, going to Dollar Trees, coffee shops, just things like that. But anyways, let me bring in the dogs because Bella is barking up a storm. Valley! Oh my god, I hate that dog smell when they come back from the outside. Oh. But anyways, let's go ahead and get breakfast started. Okay, just made my pancake mix, which is the Pro Milling pancake mix, the complete, so I didn't have to add anything. That's the way I roll. Why make it more complicated? So just added water, and then I did add a little bit of vanilla extract and then a dash of cinnamon. I've never tried the cinnamon part, so we'll see how it tastes. It's just like a dash of it, so we might not even be able to taste it. Bingley, are you gonna be a good boy today? Oh my goodness. Look at this wooden spoon that I found at Dollar General. It's from, like, I think the Dolly Parton line, or maybe I'm wrong, but either way, I'm about to add the butter. And this skillet here is from the beautiful brand by Drew Barrymore from Walmart, and I've been loving it. I love the size. I love how it makes the pancakes. It doesn't, I mean, it works like any other griddle, I guess, but I liked it. So I make my pancakes pretty big because you only eat one. And then that way you get filled up with one. So, and I usually sometimes only eat half of that. Since it's just me and Maddie, I'm only gonna make 2 pancakes. Break up the butter. And then the last pancake. There we go. I'm shaking the camera probably here. Let's make some coffee. Oops. Sorry, I know I'm moving you around a lot. Let's flip this pancake. It's a little toasty, but that's fine. There we go. Cakes are ready. Let me call Maddie. Maddie, ready for breakfast? Okay, come. I'm gonna let her choose. This one's a little bit bigger. You'll see what I do for her still. So she chose this one. She still loves that I cut her pancake. Easy hack here if you don't know how to, like if your kids like when you cut their pancake for them. It's a little bit harder with one hand, but you're at perfect square there. You want a little bit of butter on the top?
No.
Okay. I'm not showing your face, Maddie Waddy. Just grab the pancake. You better go on social media. On mine, extra butter.
No, but you remember the time when...
If you like sugar-free things, or you need to take sugar-free items with low calorie, I recommend this Maple Grow Farms. I also have tried the Carries, which is also good. but I feel like this one is extra tasty. And you have like less guilt, you know, with the sugar amount. So yeah, I recommend this brand. But not all Peter's got it. The stare down, the infamous stare down. No one can eat in peace here. Belly, she needs a haircut. And the reason they keep staring is because I always give in, and I gave them a little piece like I usually do, but they're not satisfied with one little piece. They want more and more and more. Isn't that right, Bingley? Show you a little bit of my 4th of July decor. It's very minimal, but it's just like American flags and this little sign that says Home of the Brave. And I have this scent going. I love this scent all year round. I'll use it all year round, except for maybe fall, because I love fall scent. But it's from the Kirkland's brand. No, it's not even a Kirkland's brand, because I actually have bought this at JCPenney. So never mind. Scratch that off. It is, you can find it at Kirkland's, but I've also found it at JCPenney. And I just love this smell, especially for summer. It has that boat on there, so that tells you it's probably like a scent for spring and summer. However, I've used it, I found it throughout the years. I mean, throughout the season, sorry, not the years. And yes, throughout the years as well. And here in the little section between my kitchen and entryway is just a plant. All I did was stick a flag in there as well. Okay, let me straighten out my living room because it's a little messy. Okay, for the living room, all I did was add a few touches. I think obviously the star of the decor here is this bunt garland that I found at Hobby Lobby. I almost didn't get it because I already had something else that I used last year, but I am so happy that I found this piece because it just looks very Americana, very patriotic. I think I hanged it a little bit off, but that's fine. It's not a bit, you can't really tell. And then on this side of my bookshelf, all I did was add that little star on top of those golden little boxes. On this side, I added the American flags to that vase, and then that little sign that says freedom. Everything else is all year round decor, meaning except for fall and Christmas, even though that's not true because I do leave most of these things up and do kind of the similar thing. I just remove things to add fall things, which are usually my pumpkins. Anyways, I'm getting excited for that holiday, by the way. So let me show you a little close-up of this. Jonah's here. He puts his little toys. I end up taking them off eventually. For a while, he had like this huge Ninja Turtle toy. And here in my sofa, this is what I was kind of fixing right now. Just have like my neutral pillows, year-round pillows. And then I added right in the middle these two American flag. Not American flag. American 4th of July inspired pillowcases. There you go. A lot of brain fog going on here, guys. Perimenopause. Anyways, here on my little coffee table, I found this dish. It's a bowl, but I thought it would be great to add some candy. And I found some 4th of July, no, these are not it, Kisses. These right here, the striped ones. And they have the star ones as well. But they're already going down. So I ended up buying like the cookies and cream, not cookies and cream, I think that's what it's called, the cookies and cream Kisses. So they're in blue. And then just the regular colored, or the regular chocolate Kisses, so that way it's still blue and white. And so that's what I have on my coffee table. And I had changed my spring floral back probably in March. So once fall hits, I'll put these away and they won't come back till again in spring. But that's it. Let me show you the office really quick, and then I'm going to show you the outside because we ended up doing something different in the outside, or something new. I didn't show you the kitchen. It's a little messy right now because we just had breakfast, and I also got these stems from Pottery Barn, and honestly I didn't think they were going to be this long. I tried bending one of them and putting it here behind my sofa, but the stem was so, like, the bending of it was making it stand to one side, and I do have two, but I don't know if it's going to work with that vase. I was thinking maybe buying a standing vase for this, but anyways, we'll talk about that later. So I also got this little American duck from Hobby Lobby, and I placed him here, and I took out my blue and white vase. I hadn't taken it out in a while. When I moved into this house, I bought this at a thrift store, and I love it, but I had put it away for a couple years, I would say, and then I had another vase, and then my love for blue and white kind of sparked up again, and I'm like, nope, I need to go ahead and take it out, and I just put some white little stems from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so here in this section, I've had this painting from Target for a while. It still works. Since it's in the kitchen area, I think it just works probably year long. During Christmas, I do take it down and put something else. And then I've also found this kitchen towel at Dollar General, along with that spatula that you saw. I think it is the Dolly Parton, but I could be wrong because I think they also had another brand. Let me see. I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's not Dolly Parton. It's Holly by Holly Williams. Who is Holly Williams? I don't know, but she has great merchandise at Dollar General. So run to your Dollar General and see if you can find anything from her. Okay, here in this little corner of my kitchen, I went ahead and printed this American flag from Etsy. And I just printed it out here in my printer. And then these little salt shakers are from Cracker Barrel. Some money here. Anyways, so this one was a little bit more expensive than the ones that are usually $1. I bought these for $1. I know that Cracker Barrel has then raised their prices on their little salt shakers, but not by much. So these were like $1.99 at the time. And I found him this year, and he was only like $5, $6. I can't remember off the top of my head. He was a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. What it is, it's a pepper and salt shaker. So his hat could be the pepper, and then his body or his head can be the salt. I don't use them to add any salt in them, to be honest, because I already have my regular salt shaker that I use when I cook. And I'm still using candles from Christmas season. This one's called Snowflakes and Cashmere, but it doesn't have a wintry scent. This could be an all year long candle, and the color itself is very blendable to any season, so I'm using it all year long. I also have this one that I was using before, Backyard Honeysuckle. These were all gifts. My sister just got me this one for Mother's Day, and these other ones were also gifts for Christmas. So, yeah. I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep this here or if I'm going to put it up here. I think I might do that because I think that looks nice. Because I originally had it on this other wall, and I moved it because I added something else. Let me show you. Quickly, I just wanted to show you, this is my first Mackenzie Child piece. I was influenced because I never really I had always liked the brand and liked the way it looks, but I was never convinced to buy my own. And I was at a teacher staff meeting, and two ladies there were just talking about Mackenzie Child, and their collection, and I got influenced, and I'm like, you know what, I want a Mackenzie's Child piece too, and I bought it, and I don't regret it because I feel like it just looks great with the colors I have going here. So I just put it there, then nothing inside it, and then right above that I put this little art piece. This one I originally had it in the sort of entryway. I'll show you right now. Let me move on here to my little coffee station. All I did was put these little Temu pieces. This came in a set. The America, the USA, and the USA one were all set. And I think that's all you need just to add, you know, a few touches for the 4th of July. These little boots are from Cracker Barrel as well. They were 99 cents at the time. So I bought 2 to make it into the pair. And I love the way that looks. Going into the office. Okay, the office hasn't been the same since my husband took over. But he needed it because, you know, he runs 2 businesses. He runs his own construction concrete company, and then we started our home building company, and he needs it for all that. But it's more messy, and I always tell him, you know, clean it up. Anyways, all I did was add this American garland, American flag garland theme. I used this last year in our mantle last year, and so that's why I was not sure if I was going to buy the other one, because I felt like I already have something. But like I said, I'm so happy that we did get it. These are toys. But yeah, this is the office. And being late, you're not allowed. He's not allowed in the office. Jonas doesn't want him in the office. Come on. Come on. Welcome to my front porch here. Let me pull back a little bit. These wreaths I had last year, they're already a little bit discolored, but they're still good. I still like them for this year. And no point of buying something new if, you know, whatever you have still works. This little land that I love sign, I love it. I've had it for a while. I just never knew where to put it. And I've said, you know what, let me just take it out. I think it's a good place for it, where people get to see it when they deliver things. And I do love this land. So then these pillows, I'm not sure where I got these. I want to say At Home. I think I bought them at Home or Kirkland's. I don't remember. Or I think one of each. I think this was after the 4th of July, and I definitely bought them on clearance because that's usually how I roll. This armadillo here, it was colorful at one point. It was red, white, and blue, mostly for the Lone Star State. We are from Texas. And my plants are looking good right now. At one point, they weren't looking too good. But let me show you the bunting. So we got 2 buntings that we put every year. They've held up, and I've used them already for like a couple of years, or 3 years. They still look colorful and in good condition. And then we just have our American flag. I need to roll it out. There's a couple of wasp nests going on in the front porch. They're not aggressive, but I already called an exterminator for next week, but they couldn't come in till next Tuesday. And so for now, we're just going to have to like deal with them. They are flying around, and they never get close enough like to sting or anything like that, but they are kind of annoying me because then I'm more cautious. But let me show you guys what we did to our front yard. This is something that I wanted to get done as soon as we moved in here, and it just never happened. And we finally were able to get this, which is, well, let's start here. We ended up getting new landscape. Instead of mulch, we ended up getting this river rock in this color, and it just looks amazing. Our plants look so good because we also got a sprinkler system, because we got grass. We got some grass here. Before it was just like the wild natural grass that grows in our area. It wasn't ugly, but when it was cut, but there was a lot of weeds that would also grow during the season. Now this one, of course, does still have some weeds, so we need to figure out how to take care of the grass, right? But the rest of our property does have the other grass. Excuse the chimes, they're just blowing. That one's gonna stay that grass, because we have a 2-acre property and we're not going to be able to afford to grass everything. So we do want to buy a few more pallets to go more that way, like maybe towards the fence, and stop there, because the sprinkler system does go a little bit more further. And we can always also add on to the sprinkler system if needed, but I think that would be a good stopping point right somewhere around there. Right there on this corner here in this side, my goal is to one day create some sort of like a garden. I want to say it's like, call it a secret garden, even though it's not going to be a secret garden, but it's kind of, I want it to feel like enclosed, feel cozy. So what I want to do is I want to create some a rounded door with an arch on top, and maybe follow the same brick pattern for the walls. I know that would be like probably really expensive, so maybe something different, but we'll see. And then my goal is to add flower beds and continue the sprinkler system. Well, this one has like the water spouts. Is that what I called? So it has a different timer for this. So the water underneath the plants, we have that little tubing that waters the plants. So that's been great, because I was really bad and I always felt guilty that I wasn't watering the plants as much as I wanted to. But anyways, that's what our front yard right now, and I feel like it just made the front yard look complete, and it makes it look nice and green. I know that it's summer, and the sprinkler system has been really the key to why it looks so green, because we would have been horrible at watering it. And I told my husband we cannot get grass unless we're going to get a sprinkler system, because we're going to kill it if we don't. There is a few areas here that just didn't do so well, and so when we get another pallet, I do want to replace that and just put a new piece there, because unless this spreads, I don't know, because that right there is not the actual, it's not the grass that we planted, which was what's the grass called? My mind went blank, but I'll put it up here on the screen. So yes, it just, hopefully it does spread. If not, we'll just replace that section. Here is a wasp nest. As you can see, there is some wasp flying around, and then they started another little nest here, and then another little nest there. I don't know if it's wasp season or something, but yeah, they need to go. Okay, that's a lot better. I realized that one of the command hooks to the left side was actually practically holding on. So I replaced the little command hook stickers, not stickers, but the adhesive, and it looks more centered. It still might be a little bit off, but that's okay. But I knew it just looked a lot more off than I had originally thought it did. And I'm like, and then I went to go and check right now, and that's it. And it had more of a hang. So that is one of the reasons why it looked off. But anyways, it looks a lot better, and it's ready for tomorrow, 4th of July. We had an unexpected little stop here because I got on the car. We were gonna head into a tile shop to choose tile for our next build, and then I saw that the tire pressure was low, so here we are getting it fixed, and then we'll head over there next. So we're still waiting here for the tire shop they don't have like a real good system here because people are just pulling up, and so I was just kind of parked there for a little bit, and then I started seeing other cars come in. I'm like, you know, let me get off and let me let them know that I need my tire checked. And then a red car, the one right next to me right now, kept pushing himself forward like he wanted to go next, even though he knows that he wasn't here before. But anyways, I told the guy, okay, there was this van before me and they're currently servicing the van, and I'm assuming I'm next, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. Really forgot to vlog a little bit, but we went to Bath and Body Works while we waited for Jonas to meet us here at the tile shop. And let me back up a little bit. Let me show you what we got. Now the sales were really good. Right now, if the sale's still going on, run and go and get some of these products. I started off with a Waikiki Beach coconut spray. This smells like summer. We still have a couple more months of summer left, so definitely gonna be spraying that on. These were actually only $1.99. Waikiki Beach coconut in the room oil. I have one plug-in, and it's funny because the one that I have is a unicorn because it used to belong to Maddie's room, but she's no longer using it, and I'm gonna place it like somewhere in the hallway. It doesn't matter if it has that little unicorn face because I didn't want to buy a new one. And then this candle, Coastal Cottage. It smells really, really nice. It's not a very strong scent, so hopefully it does make my house smell. I will either light it up, but I also have a candle warmer that I love in my kitchen area, and I might use it there. At this tile shop called Rodriguez Flooring and More. What we're doing, we're selecting the tile for the restrooms and also the flooring. So we're getting close to that part of the build, and I will be showing you the house, maybe not in this vlog, guys, because right now it's just a bunch of wood. It looks good in the outside, but it's not done yet, and my husband just got here, so oops, sorry. Oh no, that's not my husband. Never mind. I'm sure that's the floor we used in the last build, and I'm thinking we're gonna go with that one again. Such a nice flooring. Okay, we went with something like this with the house that we built before. I think this one looks a little bit nicer. We are going, excuse me, with it's kind of similar to look.
Sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love.
We're here at the movies. Say hi, Maddie. Hi. Okay. We're going in. We're gonna go watch the Minion. Is it Despicable Me or is it Minions? I don't even know what I'm watching. I just come because the popcorn. I love the popcorn.
Why are they stalking us? That's kind of weird.
Who?
Nancy and Matt, they're stalking us.
They're stalking us. I'm gonna leave this on the video so they can see. Well, I don't know if they see my videos, but either way, there's the movie we're gonna see. Minions and Monsters. Oh, you can smell the whiff of that popcorn. I'm so hungry for it. Oh, it smells good. Discussion here about what's the best movie of the year.
I don't know, but I can't wait for that. I saw Supergirl, was good, but Spider-Man's on my radar now.
So we came to eat at this place called Milano's. And I think I'm gonna get the Josiah's Blackened Chicken Alfredo. It's a cute little mom and pop Italian restaurant here in our city. Right now the Godfather is gonna come. Look at that salad and that fresh bread.
At the end, I was taking naps.
This pasta was really good. Pizza was good too.
Pasta's good.
Yeah, it's called Josiah's Blackened Chicken or something like that. It has a spicy kick to it, but I really like it. I just wanted to show you the murals they have. Really nice murals in this restaurant. So cozy. Okay, so just came into the house really quickly. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to show you the inside. We don't have electricity yet, but this is the second house that we're building. It is such a cute house. The floor plan is really cute. We're not done. They're barely working on the paint, and we are going to be putting stone on the front there. But so they're still working on the painting, so that's why it looks like two tones there. There's my husband Jonas. He's gonna go inside. I don't think I can really show. I'd rather wait to show you the inside when they start taping and floating, because then it will make more sense of the space. Because when it's all wood right now and open through the what is that? The wood. You can't really see. Oh, there's a firework over there. Yeah. Happy 4th of July, guys. We just woke up maybe a couple hours ago. We had breakfast. I made a bacon and egg taco. And right now I'm just taking the time to clean my dining table. And I wanted to show you a little hack here. So my table has these little grooves or indentions in the table, and I hate it because little food particles get stuck in there. But if you get a toothpick or something like as small as that, you can run this inside the little groove, and basically it cleans out the table and gets rid of, I would say, most of it. I mean, I won't say it's perfect, but it looks a lot better than it was. Like areas that, so maybe I should get the vacuum, because what I'm doing is I'm having to like wipe off the food particles on there. Like for example here. Anyways, I am gonna mop. I kind of vacuumed already, but I'll kind of go over this area again, because I am throwing it onto the floor, so it can be easier. And then I'm going to use my wood polish on this. I already wiped it off with this, but I do have the wood polish that I used on this table. I've had this table now for a few years, since our first house that we lived in, and I bought it towards the end, and then we never really used it because we were at that time creating that add-on, and then we decided to sell soon after. So we brought this into the rental that we were staying in while we built this house, and so we've been living here now since 2020. My finger. 2020, and so this table is about 8 years old, because we had it in our other house for about a year or so, or less. Then 1 year while we built, and then 6 years that we've been living here already. And well, 6 years in September. So it's close enough, about 8 years now. 7 or 8 years now. But it's still in okay condition. There's some areas where I like messed up here. I was doing my nails, and I wonder if I can fix that. But and other than that, it's still in very good condition, and I don't plan to get rid of it because it's still beautiful in its way, you know. I want to see if I can maybe find a way to fix some of the areas that are kind of chipped. But other than that, it's still good. At least for now, we'll see. So I'm trying to keep it looking good, and that helps it because I should have showed you that before, but maybe I'll find a different area, and it really does help with cleaning. So this is the dining room table. I cleaned it. There's still some no, I think it's pretty well. But I don't know if I should just leave it like this or if I should clean it with I forgot the name of it, but let me show you too. Took the wrapper came off, so it's a very common brand. I just can't think of it. I'll put it down below if I look it up and put it on everybody knows. Old English? Is that Old English? I think that's what it is. The Old English wood, I guess oil, and this leaves it really nice and shiny, and it coats it and protects it. And so I might use a layer. Usually when I want it to look more, you know, awake, more, you know, nicer. This is, by the way, this is my laundry room, and this is kind of where I keep all my cleaning products. We are going to be redoing this laundry room. This has always been the plan. Like right now, there's a lot of stuff over there, but the plan has always been to finish this room. But we've just been doing other things. Like we started with the upstairs. We finished the theater room because when we moved in here in our house back in 2020, this laundry room wasn't done. We didn't have that bookshelves done. It was just a blank wall. We didn't have our mudroom completed. That was not done. Along with that, we didn't have a very that little small shed, or not small, it's actually a pretty good sized shed that my husband built. I don't know, you probably can see it through here. No, well, it's a shed. Let me show it to you. That shed, we didn't have that built. We didn't have this added on concrete, which we added. So all of this was original here where the black trim is, and then we added more. All that was added on. It was a little bit of different tone because I think we couldn't find the right color. But either way, it's still good. It blends in. We didn't have that. And our master closet wasn't done. It's not finished yet. And our goal is to finish it coming up this when we sell the next house. I haven't made the bed. Right here I have clothing that I'm going to donate. Okay, let me take you into the closet really quick. I'm turning on the lights. We want to fix the lighting issue too, because this switch is right behind the door, and I told my husband we just need to turn it, to put the switch right here, make it on the outside of the closet so that we can turn on the closet light before coming in. Anyways, so right now this is our closet, and my husband started working on this maybe about over a year now, and he never finished it because he doesn't have time. He really doesn't have any time anymore. After starting this whole house building, it's been good. The first year, or the first house, was a labor of love and investing because it was our first one, and we didn't do it by getting a loan or anything like that. We used all our finances and credit cards, and we sold the first one. We had profit to move on to the next, but we need to build it up. It's not like you start, making money right away. So you have to invest in order to keep on, going. So, but every time that we hope to continue to doing something for the house, aside from what we're saving up, but leave some to finish something in the house or to do something in the house. And one of the things that we're going to do is pay somebody, the guy who has been doing our cabinets in our house buildings, to finish this closet up. It's not a very big closet, but let me back it up a little bit. So this is going to be a shoe rack. In this corner, we're going to pick up all the wiring to the top, make a shelf. That way the bottom, you can do shelves here or whatever we haven't, maybe cover it, or we'll figure it out. I'm not too sure. Maybe a continuation of shoes. I was thinking that. My husband, I don't know, he says that that's all he needs, and I believe him, because right now this is all he hangs. A lot of his things you will find in the drawers and in the laundry room, because he doesn't like, he folds a lot of the things, and a lot of his work clothing is work clothing, so he keeps that separate. Anyways, so this is all mine. This is where I keep all my long sleeve shirts, and then hats and scarves. This is where I keep just like regular shorts or everyday shirts, usually short sleeve shirts. Right here I just keep my work pants and dresses, and then these are like some costumes that we wear at one point. And then over here I'm keeping my jeans, some jackets, and then sweaters. So that's all I need. Aside from that, I'm using right now this shoe rack to keep some shoes, and then there is a bin here with more shoes, and more shoes over there. So I'm excited to get this done. It's gonna have 4 drawers on this side, 4 drawers on there. We need to continue with the bar for Jonas so he can have his double closet. And then on top, even though we have a lot of stuff right now on there, the goal is to create cabinets, like big boxes of cabinets, even just so that it can look uniform, and then add a trim. I really want lighting, and I wonder if we can do that. My husband just wants to get it done, and he's not really interested in doing anything like cool. But yeah, that's our closet right now, and it's something that needs to be completed. I want to buy like a little ottoman here. I don't know if there's enough room, and maybe put a rug, a long rug here. So that's what we have so far. So we want to work on this soon, hopefully, and get somebody to do it, because my husband doesn't have time. So the goal is get somebody to come and do it. They'll do it within a week. If my husband was to continue doing this himself, it probably would take him months, because he's just that busy, and it's better just to pay somebody. I went ahead and used the Old English. What I did is just use a little bit, and it was like maybe like a few drops, and only focused on one side of the table, which, as you can see, it does look a lot more buffed and shinier than this side. So I don't know if you see the difference. I think you can. Anyway, so I'm about to do this side and probably do the legs as well. Here we go. I do want to say something about this table. When I bought it, I love the pedestal legs, and I still do. But for a while, I started thinking that this table was starting to look dated and old-fashioned, because of course everybody was going with the lighter oak colors, which I did. I did a lot of lighter colors in my kitchen, in my home. But now this color has actually come back, and I'm starting to see a lot more pieces. And the chairs, although they're not like in the best, new condition, I think I do need to clean them. The color also was very dated. Maybe the rhinestones might be a little bit dated. I don't know, the little stones on there. But this color has also come back. So I learned something, that if you just wait long enough, it might just come back into being a trend because I've seen this taupey brown color. Let me turn the light on so you can see it better. This taupey brown color a lot in some home design. So I don't plan on getting rid of them soon. I think I do need to clean them well. I'll probably take the Folex and see if there's any spots that need to be cleaned, and then and that's probably it for now, because at one point I actually wanted to go lighter and find lighter looking chairs, but we use these a lot. We use them, family come over, we pull them, we touch them with our hands. So I think if we would have gone lighter, it would have been more obvious when we leave stains, as opposed to these. You can see there's some, you know, like stains there, but it's not very obvious. So I think that worked in our favor. By the way, I have no plans on changing any furniture. I feel like I am good. Maybe the coffee table I have thought about, but not really, because it's still all right. There's a little scratches on there, but it's nothing major. This table, the washout color, I still like it. None of my furniture really matches, but I think that's what gives it the charm. Like, you're not too matchy-matchy. You've got pieces that you love, right? This piece here is kind of old too as well, from our from our other house, but I went ahead and did some adjustments. I took off these little black like plates that were grills or whatever you want. I don't know, like some decorative trim, I guess that's what it was, and had different knobs, and I went ahead and changed the knobs and made it opened up the glass, so you're able to see what's in there. This one's from Kirkland's. This one's my favorite piece. I probably will never get rid of this one because my husband did make me this table. I need to put stuff away. These are things that my sister gave me. So I need to put those away. But yeah, I still love my house with all its mix match furniture colors. We're getting ready to have some family over in a bit, so just want to quickly share with you what I've been doing. Kind of set up a little table setting. I've had this little plastic American flag backdrop for a couple years, and I just fold it and reuse it, and it has actually stayed going. Jonas is going to do the barbecue. I am making some sides. I made charro beans. They're spicy and hot. And I'm making some Mexican rice. And basically we're just gonna grill chicken, I think sausage, fajita, and I don't know what else, but usually ribs. And Bingley here. And Bella has a little skin condition that I'm treating. I don't know. I gave her a bath and she's angry. She didn't want me to give her a bath. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna have some family time right now. We don't have anything planned really, to be honest, because we're just gonna enjoy whatever comes up. We have board games. We can watch a movie. We can do karaoke. That's my choice. But it's just a fun time with family. That's the goal.